All right, so today we're taking a deep dive
Okay.
into,
Fun.
it's a really cool book. It's called Everything I Need to Know. I Learned from a Little Golden Book.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of those books.
Yeah, you know those classic books with the shiny gold spines?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But this isn't just some, walk down memory lane.
Right.
The author, Diane Muldrow,
Okay.
she was actually a longtime editorial director at Golden Books.
Oh, wow.
So she really knows her stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, and she takes illustrations and lessons from, 65 different little golden books.
Wow, 65. That's a lot.
And she shows how these, simple stories that we remember from childhood,
Uh-huh.
they actually have, surprising depth to them.
Oh, interesting.
We're talking about happiness and kindness and even self-care.
Wow, so it's not just kid stuff.
No, not at all. And to make it even more interesting,
Okay.
this book is like a total hit with readers.
Really?
Yeah, it's got a 5-star rating.
5 stars. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, one review even called it a comforting read in a busy world.
Aw, I like that.
Yeah, so I'm really curious, what stood out to you about how people are responding to this book?
Well, it's really interesting how much emphasis the reviews put on the nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
But it's not just that, they go beyond just, praising the artwork, which
Well.
is beautiful, of course, with iconic illustrators like Mary Blair and Garth Williams.
Oh, yeah, I love those illustrations.
But they really highlight how Muldrow is connecting these beloved images to, really profound life lessons.
Okay, so it's more than just pretty pictures?
Exactly.
Right.
Like, remember the Pocky Little Puppy?
Oh, yeah, of course. Who doesn't?
So it's not just a cute story, right?
Right.
Muldrow explains how it subtly teaches us about the importance of patience and curiosity.
Oh, wow. I never thought of it that way.
Right.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's like she's finding all these hidden meanings in stories we thought we knew.
Exactly.
I love that.
And it seems like these simple lessons are really resonating with people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For example, Muldrow talks about how The Little Red Hen teaches us about the value of hard work and self-reliance,
Oh, yeah.
which is, just as relevant today as it was back then.
Totally. Especially in, our, crazy busy world.
Right.
Yeah, these stories remind us to slow down and appreciate the little things.
Exactly.
But I'm also curious about how she approaches more complex themes,
Oh, sure.
like resilience, for example.
Yeah, well, she uses the saggy baggy elephant to illustrate that.
Oh, the one who's all self-conscious about his wrinkles?
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
But Muldrow suggests that this seemingly simple story can actually teach us about self-acceptance and embracing our,
Flaws.
our perceived flaws.
Wow, that's a really interesting take on that story.
Right.
Yeah, and it actually connects to something that a critic named Alan Stokes,
Oh, okay.
he wrote a review in the City Morning Herald,
Okay.
and he pointed out that while the book is really charming,
Uh-huh.
he felt that sometimes because it's so brief,
Yeah,
it prevents a deeper exploration of some of the stories.
I can see that.
Yeah, like the saggy baggy elephant, he felt like it had the potential to go even deeper into themes of identity and self-acceptance.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Yeah.
It's like he's encouraging us not to just stop at the surface level.
Right.
Like the book can be a delightful dose of nostalgia, but it can also be a springboard.
I like that, the springboard
Yeah.
to deeper thinking.
Exactly. So, what other hidden depths can you uncover in these stories?
That's a great question. It really shows how powerful these stories can be.
Right.
And, the fact that Everything I Need to Know is a bestseller,
Yeah.
that really shows that people are connecting with these lessons.
Totally. And if you think about it in a bigger picture,
Yeah.
it makes you realize how much children's literature can shape how we see the world, even after we're grown up.
That's so true. These stories, they really stick with us.
They do.
And it's like there's always something more we can learn from them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's a really great takeaway from this deep dive.
I agree.
Everything I Need to Know, I Learned from a Little Golden Book. It's more than just nostalgia.
Yeah.
It really makes you stop and think about the impact these stories have had on us.
For sure.
So here's a question for everyone listening.
Okay.
What life lessons do you remember from your favorite childhood books?
Ooh, good question.
And how do those lessons still resonate with you today?
I like that.
Maybe it's time to dust off those old books and see what new insights you can find.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it might surprise you what you discover.
I bet it will.
All right, thanks for joining us for this deep
It
dive,
was fun.
and we'll see you next time.
See you later.